All right, at least I got it going again. So now let's do this. Let's see, where was I?
And that's all set up by the big tee shot. You put yourself in that good of a position in the fairway just short of the green, and good things are bound to happen.
Chance now for another birdie. You bet. Easy as can be. That's in for birdie.
I'm so sick
It's a
and tired
really
of that thing
pretty hole,
doing
a
it.
par 4 16th. What's the right line here, Frank?
Well, if you want to pick out something in the horizon there, if
That's
you
why I
look
can't
closely
get any
down there,
more
the tallest
viewers.
tree in the distance, that's sort of right bang in the middle of the fairway. You will not see your tee shot land and you won't see it run out, but that's the line.
I'm going with the hybrid. All right, there we go.
This is why you practice these shots from under 100 yards. You've bombed your drive. Now it's time for the touch shot. Zip one in there close.
Oh, nowhere close to what I thought.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. So the birdie, not to be, and she'll brush that in for her par. If you stop for just a moment, it can really hit you where you are and what's happened here. This 17th hole at Pebble Beach, the par 3. Jack with a 1-iron that hit the flagstick in 1972 on his way to winning the U.S. Open Championship. And then a decade later, Tom Watson from just long of the green, chipping in for a birdie to beat Jack Nicklaus. Yeah, history made here at the 17th hole. I like the looks of this one.
Ooh.
Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. Not much to this one. It's for birdie.
Got it.
Yes, very methodically done, and that one in for a birdie. Well, here we are now at arguably the greatest finishing hole in golf. 536-yard par 5. Pacific Ocean, massive fairway bunker stretching more than 100 yards on the left, and cypress trees. Just a few of the things you need to contend with.
I didn't see how she would play from a black tee.
And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5.
Ooh. Ooh.
I dare say a touch too aggressive. Try to fly it all the way and expect it to hold. That is very ambitious. Look what's happened.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by. Okay, birdie at the last. It is a birdie-birdie finish. And that will mean that this is a round of, get this, 56.
Nice.
Well, that about wraps it up for us here today. I'd like to thank my partner, Frank Nobilo. Really enjoyed it, Frank.
Yeah, it's been a good day out here. Once again, we've seen the golf course give more than it takes.
For Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.
I'm gonna see how she do from black tee. See how much of a long game she has. And there's a harder course too. And this is the course of last year's, US Open. Which I'm gonna watch some of that tomorrow. I'm gonna watch it this weekend too.
Welcome in, everyone, to EA Sports' continuing coverage of PGA Tour Golf. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner, pleased to be joined by Frank Nobilo. Frank, late tee time here this evening. We should have plenty of light to get us through, but tell me what you're going to be watching for today.
Just the round developing, Rich, is the big thing. You know, you've seen how the golf course can play during the course of the day. I don't know, evening light's different too. You know, if we get a good afternoon this afternoon, that flag is just going to stick out. I think it should be tremendous.
All right, not bad.
And that is just what you're envisioning when you're on the range. That's positioned nicely in the right side of the fairway.
Getting a woman to play from the black tee.
Wasn't right down the middle, but it wasn't bad at all. Coming at this second shot from the right side of the fairway. This one's looking good.
Nice.
I love it when the balls hit the right distance. Just a little bit to the right, inside 10 feet, but bang on for distance.
Right around 6 feet here for birdie. Yes, nicely done. It's in for birdie, and it's into red figures now at 1 under par. Moving on, we come to the par 4 second. That one gonna be in great shape. So following the birdie at 1, a solid drive here at the second.
300-yard drive, not bad. Gosh, these greens are really nasty. Oh, hell. I should have used a 5-iron. Ooh. Sit. All right, give me that for par.
"14 feet to the hole."
Oh,
That one just gonna sneak on by.
I thought I was gonna stay. I thought it was one of those weave putts. Gee whiz.
Even par early on. Now on the third tee.
Oh gosh.
Good shot coming off bogey at the second. That's going to be in the fairway.
All right.
Second shot coming up, just 97 yards left to the flagstick.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good and even money, really, to make birdie.
Nope, that could have erased the bogey from the previous hole, but no dice there.
Jeez, I thought that was gonna break. This green's really tricky.
So a little bit of everything so far. Bogey at the first, birdie at the second, and that par here at the third.
Actually, you got that wrong. It
Challenging hole
glitched.
coming up next. This is the par 4 fourth.
Getting a girl to play from the black tee is hard to do.
Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be.
Ooh, yeah, this is gonna be challenging. Wow.
That's some good work there. Able to hold the elevated green and now has a good look at birdie. Well played.
Good
Ah,
job.
yes. Very well read. To 1 under now for the day.
Here comes the first of the two par fives.
Ready to go at the fifth.
See if she's got, now this will really put her to the test. See if she's got enough game to make it in two. I'm used to playing with my character all the time. I don't know about this one. And we got a headwind to deal with too.
There's certainly a lot of different ways to play a par 5. Gonna have to figure
she's
out the
not gonna
best
make
way
the
to
green
play
from there.
this par 5 using 3 shots to reach the green.
Yeah, she is not going to make the green from there. She doesn't have enough power to do it. Oh, that's just brilliant.
Oh, so close to being good, that second shot. But now, that tricky bunker shot.
Now this, an awkward distance for a bunker shot.
Ooh. Man, I did not see that one flying out the sand. I'm not expecting a really high score on this round.
A nice shot and a good chance for a par. The statistics on the PGA Tour show that from 8 feet, you make 50% of your putts.
Ooh, that's got a little bit more movement than you think, and that'll slide on by.
This is really, she is really getting her ass kicked.
Okay, no problem with that one.
Jeez.
Settling in, hoping for a good one here at the par 3.
Well, hello, Roaring Lion. Welcome in. How's it going? Oh my gosh. I'm doing good, man. I had a birthday earlier this week, and got back from a week-long trip with my dad. That was last week. So, I'm doing good over here. And just enjoying my time. I got my mobile TV right here. I'm watching a hockey game, and I'm playing this. So, I'm doing pretty good. Oh, hell. No, this is a single player.
Okay,
This is a single player game.
Good
This
shot.
is not multiplayer. But you're welcome to sit
Birdie
here and
putt
chat
coming
with
up,
me.
and we go to Iona Stephen.
Oh my
We're looking at a
gosh.
right to left break here, but it demands Spanish hands. It's all about feel, not much break, but it will have speed.
Oh, brother. Yeah, I'm not playing. I mean, it does have a multiplayer mode, but I don't have it set up to do so. I'm playing single player mode. Yeah, you good. You're welcome to sit here and chat with me, though. Oh! Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I thought it rolled right on the edge of the hole. I thought I was going to catch, and it didn't. Jeez.
Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that's in for a par.
And also, I'm having a female golfer play for the black tee, so I'm just really putting her. So she's really being put to the test. Usually, female golfers play from the red tee, which is the closest one which is the furthest one up, and the black tee is the furthest one back, which is what the PGA players will play. So having a girl player play the black tees is really making her to the test. LPGAs play from black tees too. I thought they would play from reds or whites.
No issues here. That is into the fairway.
I thought they would play from red or whites.
Second shot.
Unless the
Good
rules
look at the
change.
green.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still, inside that 10-foot circle is always good.
Because
and
I saw-
even money, really, to
Nah.
make birdie.
About a couple months ago, or this was a couple weeks, or this was back in late March. I saw the girls, amateurs, like college girls who were pursuing the LPGA, playing Augusta National from the members' tees. They were playing that. They were playing the shorter tees on there, and that was about just over a month before the Masters. So I'm pretty confident the female golfers will play from the shorter tee.
That's going to
I
slide
got
by
robbed
to the left.
again.
Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off.
Mm-hmm.
So close to a birdie, but she'll be left shaking her head as she finishes that for a par.
Boy.
Up next, we get a look here at the par 4-8. And this will be into the left side of the fairway. A good shot there.
296 yards, not bad. Oh shit. Shit. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Good job. I was like, I don't want to catch that hill and roll off.
Working that spin a bit. Now on the dance floor, looking for a birdie.
I know exactly what course would tear this girl up. Beautiful.
Oh, there's the surgeon's touch right there. Well done to run that in for a birdie.
Hole number 9, getting set to make the turn.
I know exactly what course would tear this girl up. Especially playing from the black tee. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go.
All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up.
This is a 13-footer.
Is it bad for me to say that she has nice looking legs?
Oh, never in doubt. What a great putt that is. It's a birdie here at the 9th.
Here at the par 5, set to tee off.
Oh my goodness. All right, here comes the other par 5. Let's see how this can do. Or you could say she has a nice ass.
All right, in the fairway. Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning.
Yeah. We got... She ain't gonna make the green.
Third shot, looking for a good one.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
That ball was always heading a little bit right, but inside 10 feet, there's nothing wrong with that on this hole.
Here we go. 7-footer for birdie.
Good job.
Yes, a good look at that one. All the way in. It's a birdie to push that score to 3 under for the round.
Now at the 11th hole.
Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well.
Ooh.
A straightforward look here for birdie. Oh, the putter is just red hot here in the
There
middle
we
part
go.
of this round. Birdies at 9, 10, and 11. Count them, 3 in a row.
Not bad. Oh, shit.
This one's starting a little bit right.
Go left.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Second shot coming now from just over 170 yards.
In my book, that's a good shot. You could really aim at the middle of just about every single green. If you did it all day long, some of those would finish up close, and you'd have plenty of birdie putts.
Nope, not that time.
Got it there, but not quite on target. So the birdie not to be, and she'll
Had 4
brush that
birdies
in
there.
for her par.
Nice.
13th hole coming up. It is a par 4.
Alright. See what this one looks like.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Frank, straight uphill with this approach shot, what do you have to factor in terms of club selection and setup over the ball?
Well, you're going to have to take at least an extra club to make up for that added elevation. And also, it's tougher to get onto that front foot. Oh, she's got great balance in that swing, too. You can see, just picks the iron shot off the turf, and, well, the result, inside 10 feet. Well done.
Yeah, the good play continues. Now
There we go.
5 under on the day. Starting the 14th hole.
Oh, brother. Yee.
This may be a touch right. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive.
Oh gosh, that is the worst spot to put the flag. Oh. Sucker pin.
Well, sometimes you can get a little too cute. Hits the green on the fly, but too much action on the ball, and you find yourself trying to get up and down to save par.
Great. Now I got that for freaking par.
This is a 22-foot putt.
That's a nasty putt, too. Jeez.
Nah, that was low from the start. Four under on the day. Looking for one good, clean strike of the golf ball here at the par 3.
Whoa.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now a second to this par 3.
Oh my gosh, I'm giving those. Oh my gosh, I'm having on another streak of. Oh, these suck. Come on, get it. Oh,
That's That's going to scoot a foot or
I'm
two by.
bogeying another. I'm dropping another shot. I'm gonna go back to -3.
Cleans that up in the hole.
Jesus Christ. I got 3 holes to
Three
go.
holes
Can I
remain
hang
as
on?
we come to the par 4 16th. That one flirting with the left edge of the fairway. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway.
Nice save. These greens. Oh my God, sit. Another 20 third hole in a row. I've had a 20+ foot putt for par.
Nope.
I have had 3 bogeys, and this will be 3 bogeys in a row.
2 under par for the round.
My gosh.
Deep into the round now at the 17th hole.
When is the bleeding going to stop? Oh my God.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, at least I got a better.
Safely on the putting
par
surface
putt.
out of
Hopefully
the
I can
sand.
stop
Would
the bleeding.
maybe like to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world.
Finally.
Well done.
Thank
a
God.
Much needed par there after a string of tough holes. On now to the finishing hole. It's the par 4 18th.
Well, it's a rarity on the PGA Tour, but a perfect 14 for 14 off the tee. This has been a marvelous exhibition.
Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
She's staring at 160 yards to the hole. The pin is stuck in the front right section of the green.
Beautiful. That's exactly where I wanted to get it.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
Hopefully I can get one of those drop shots back. Nope.
A good opportunity lost there.
Got robbed. That one just got robbed.
So a bit of a letdown here at 18, but it is a par, and that is going to be a solid round of 68. You know, Frank, you look at that card, 7 circles on there representing 7 birdies. That is some pretty good playing.
Oh, it certainly is, Rich. Fun to watch.
So for Frank Nobilo, Notah Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.
I had 5 bogeys that round. Yeah, that's hard. Yeah, she is not going to do Wolf Creek from the black tees. That course will just tear her up.
Now, from the great state of Washington, EA Sports, so proud to welcome you to the Chambers Bay Golf Course for this edition of PGA Tour Golf. Rich Lerner, pleased, as always, to be joined by Frank Nobilo up here in the tower. Frank, Chambers Bay's gone through some changes since it hosted the U.S. Open back in 2015. How do you size up just how the course plays now?
It's definitely better. I remember when Jordan Spieth won there in 2015. It was so new to us all, but all the changes have been positive. And it's semi-links golf, so get out there, have a look around, let the ball bounce and roll a little bit. But there's some fun, really fun shots to be hit out there.
And that will end up in the short grass, left side, so a very nice drive there to kick off the round.
Nice.
Now the approach here at hole number 1, and Frank, what are we looking at?
Well, semi-blind, but it's fine. You know, just a little peek and you can see what's in front of you. Really no bunkers down the left side. If you do miss down there, a little chip back up the hill, but it's a big enough green.
Oh my gosh.
Uses the spin there and holds the green, but a long way home for that birdie.
60 feet.
Well, this would be something indeed. At the first, a long look for birdie.
Well, I can make 60-foot putts before. And it goes downhill on that part. And Edmonton scored again. Holy crap. What a game that is. Not going to go in, but that is freaking good.
Oh, I can't tell you how good that is. To get it to stop where it did from that far away, that is a super putt.
I know how to putt in this game.
So that about as stress-free a start as you can have. It's a par here at the first.
Ready to tee off here at the second, Frank. What's it all about?
Well, you hit your tee shot here through the dunes, Rich, not overly long, just under 400 yards. The bunker on the left really shouldn't be a problem. Just avoid the dunes on the right and left.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Frank, what do you think about this approach shot here at the second at Chambers Bay?
If you've driven it down the right side, you have a much better view of this green, better access to the flag when it's on the back left. You really want to just avoid that little bunker that cuts in on the right side, and there's a little sort of gut on that left side of the green, where that sort of collects the ball.
Beautiful.
Deft touch there. Very well judged. A great opportunity here for birdie.
Nice.
That's as stress-free a birdie as you're going to get on this course. That is well done. At the third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so be very, very cautious on where the flag is. Anything in the middle of the green you can putt to the corners, well, if you can call them corners, more like ragtails, but beautiful par 3.
Okay, I got it to roll down, but I got it at the wrong angle.
Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, it's an easy one to underread. There's going to be a lot of break in this from left to right as it gets nearer the hole.
Not gonna get it.
Okay, I'd call that an acceptable effort from that range. So close to a birdie, but she'll be left shaking her head as she finishes that for a par.
Frank, here on the 4th tee, you get a good look, don't you, at what Chambers Bay really is all about.
Lord.
It's framed beautifully, Rich, by the bunkers there, left, short, off the tee, plus the ones down the right side. You can see everything in front of you, but the hole does bend to the right. This is another one where you've got a generous fairway, but don't be fooled by that. It's fairway first.
Tough par 4 measuring 495 yards.
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
As that ball bounces into the rough, first fairway missed today.
Should read this is going to be hard. Okay, that's exactly where I did not want it to go.
Nah, just caught it fat out of the rough. Never had a chance of reaching, and now it is time to regroup and try to escape with a par. As tough a bunker shot coming here as you will find. This is going to have to go straight up.
And it caught the other bunker.
Okay, deep breath taken. Time to regroup here.
All right, the best I can do is say bogey.
That is such a tough bunker to try and navigate. That's onto the green, but still a tricky distance coming up.
12 feet still to go. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet.
Good job.
Okay, that one finished off, but it is a double bogey.
Well, Frank, here at the
Jeez.
5th, and I'm not sure about my chances at a hole that's called free fall. I mean, are you kidding?
Well, it should be free fall for you, that's for sure, and free fall for a lot of people playing it today. Hole looks straight away, but you'll see it starts to pinch in, that fairway that is, by bunkers left and right. And those bunkers come in exactly where you're trying to hit your tee shot.
Gee whiz. Yeah, that tee shot on the last hole was messed up. Or not the tee shot, but the bunkers. The second shot was.
It's so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still reeling from it. But try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe two. Decent swing. Don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot.
From 163 yards out, this a tough second.
All right, not bad.
No, it's a decent sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
Oh.
That one just gonna sneak on by.
That was to get it back to even par. I'll be damned.
So the birdie not to be, and she'll brush that in for her par.
Frank, now at the 6th, this appears to be a testing par 4 long one.
It is, but once again, a generous fairway. Just use those mounds down the left as an indicator on your line. Hole bends a little bit to the right. Good tee shot, though, and everything is in front of you.
Gonna work this up that left-hand side. Solid. A good drive in the fairway. Now a second from 173.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And this is a nice, smooth right to lefter. This is the go zone.
Not quite
Oh
on
my
line, and that'll
gosh.
drift a couple feet by. So close to a birdie, but she'll be left shaking her head as she finishes that for a par. Frank, this is a daunting challenge. The 7th hole, long par 4.
Oh,
It's over
gosh.
500 yards.
A huge bunker down the right side that probably runs for a good 200-300 yards. Obviously, that's to be avoided. And then, of course, there's the mounds and the hummocks and the dunes and that on the left side. That's the reason, really, why this hole's called Humpback. But then, a little bit like the golf course, there's only one greenside bunker to be worried about, but enough green left of that.
She's starting this one toward the right.
All right, just got it under 200 yards.
So we have 190 yards left.
All right, I'm gonna have to chip. Ooh. This will be for another par. At least it's a short putt.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Yep, good work not to let that
All
get
right, this
away.
next one's
And
gonna be
that's
hard.
in for a par. Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there, you're going to realize that's a fairly generous fairway. There's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the player. So use that to your advantage.
Florida just tied it up. Oh my gosh. I'm watching this hockey game. Oh, Lord. Ooh. All right.
Well,
Little
not
bit
this
rough.
time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up.
Stay. Oh my God. Sit, sit. Don't catch that hill. Thank God.
Safely back into the fairway. That was the job at hand, and it's a good end result.
Frank, uphill shot, what did you like to do on a play like this?
The biggest thing really is to try and work on your balance. You've got to make sure you get through the shot and normally take an extra club.
Well, I didn't think it was going to.
That's
It
a
did
really
not do what I
solid
thought it was
shot.
going to do.
Smack bang into the middle of the green. She should be happy.
Down to Iona, this for birdie.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. So the birdie not to be, and she'll brush that in for
All
her
right,
par.
par 3 coming up here.
Rounding out the front side here at Chambers Bay with a par 3, the ninth.
Well, the tee is nearly 100 feet above the level of the green, so you can see everything. This is one of the best views on the golf course. A fairly lengthy par 3. Obviously it's stout, just over 200 yards, but you can see the green off that elevated tee, and this requires your best shot.
I may go with the wood here. Whoa, that was way too much.
And I don't think that ball is going to wind up being playable. That area is
Oh.
considered out of bounds.
Damn. Oh, that was a really bad move there.
This will be the fourth shot now coming out of the bunker.
Yeah, I'm not making this one.
More troubles. Not a great shot at all.
And an awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
I'm not making this one. All right, I'll be back in a minute. All right. Let's try to get one more round in. It's late. I'm not playing no freaking Chambers Bay. Need to get another I need to get her to play. We need to play another red tee. All right, let's do Olympia Fields. Even though I don't think that course ever hosted a U.S. Open, but unfortunately, this year's U.S. Open course is not on this game, and they're playing that at Oakmont. Let's go back to. All right, we're gonna play red. We're gonna play red tee again. Whoopsies. There we go. This will be my final round of the stream. And I'll be back on Tuesday. At least that's the plan, to be back on Tuesday.
Now, from Olympia Fields Country Club, due south of downtown Chicago, this is EA Sports coverage of PGA Tour Golf. With Frank Navalo by my side, I'm Rich Lerner. Frank, as weekend golfers know, there's always part of your game that you're focused on. So I'll ask the question, what are you going to be looking at here today?
Tee to green, Rich. I know people always say putting's important. I'm not going to say it's overrated, but tee to green. If you want to play good golf day in, day out, fairways greens. That's the secret.
I thought I was going to hit the tree there for a second.
Driving it straight, a big part of playing this golf course well, and that's a good start there in the fairway at the first. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5.
There you go. That's an off to a fast start.
Wow, what a nice way to start the day, Frank.
Straight out of the gate, and the barn door is officially open.
This one just about straight at it for eagle.
But can she please play with no shirt on?
Got it there, but not quite on target.
Oh my goodness.
Well, if it's not often you make a birdie and leave shaking your head, but I think you'd like to have that eagle putt back.
Oh, I know.
The second hole is
I
a
thought I
par
was going to go in.
467 yards. It is one of the many risk-reward holes here at Olympia Field. Some will try to carry the 3 right-side bunkers with their tee shots, hoping to get a shorter look into a well-protected green that slopes from back to front. And this round starting off strong after the birdie at the first. This in the fairway at number 2. So after the big drive, this a short approach to the par 4. Good soft hands. That is nicely done. 9 feet remaining here for birdie.
Oh,
If that's one ball to the right, it's in. Instead, this one singes that left edge. So close to a birdie, but she'll be left shaking her head as she finishes that for a par. The third hole is another early test and is in fact the #1 handicap hole, a par 4 at 461 yards.
We got the
The
creek
hole
here.
is comprised of 3 segments. Tee shots should wind up in the second segment, leading to an uphill carry over Butterfield Creek to a somewhat small and tilted green.
Oh, that is right to the that is going right to the creek.
Frank, on an uphill shot like this one, did you do anything differently in terms of your setup over the ball?
Yeah, I made sure the ball wasn't too far forward because on an uphill shot, there's always a struggle to get all your weight going forward. And that's a good approach shot too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
15 feet away. Not a problem. That's in for birdie, and that score moves to 2 under par. The fourth at 400 yards, offering a bit of a breather, at least distance-wise. As with the first, left is no good, as thick trees and bushes again frame the fairway. The narrow green slopes right to left with 3 bunkers serving as protection.
Eve.
Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Oh, there's the surgeon's touch right there. Well done to run that in for a birdie. Now to the fifth. It is a 4th consecutive par 4. This one measuring at 417 yards. It differs from the rest in that tall trees create a narrow chute to navigate with your tee shot, and the lone fairway bunker left is most definitely in play. Also in play is the cross bunker up near the hole, forcing players to carry the ball onto a plateau green. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway.
Ooh.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
I'll put it.
Nope.
Nice.
Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par. On to the 6th here on this North course, and finally it's the first of our 4 par 3s, checking in at 187 yards. This hole is much more out in the open than the previous 6, but that also means that winds can sometimes play a bigger role here. This one has a chance to be close.
Oh!
That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead.
I thought that was going in.
Ah, yes, well done. It's a birdie to move to 4 under now on the day.
I thought that was going in.
A par 4 awaits us here at the 7th, this one at 452 yards. This hole bends ever so slightly to the left and features bunkers left and right off the tee. The green narrows and rises toward the back and is protected by 2 deep front bunkers.
This round's been a clinic so far, and that's another great drive and another good opportunity to make another birdie.
Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. Just 6 feet left for the birdie. Yeah, walk that one right in. That's a good putt. And it's in for a birdie. Long par 3s are becoming more in vogue in professional golf. We saw some long ones at the 2023 U.S. Open at the Los Angeles Country Club. And we find another here at the 251-yard 8th hole. The green slopes from back left to front right and is fronted by a quartet of bunkers. Yeah, just a little bit of a fist bump right there. It's a good shot and a good look at birdie. Now this for another birdie. Yes, very methodically done, and that one in for a birdie. The closing hole on the front side here at Olympia Fields is the 472-yard par 4 ninth. Bunkers are the name of the game here, with 3 hemming in the landing area and 4 more up near the green.
And the flag's at the very bag.
Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
This one measures out to 15 feet.
Ooh.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And the scorecard's looking pretty good after 9 holes. That's a 29 6 under par. The backside here at Olympia Fields begins with a par 4 10th at 444 yards. The best drive here will carry the left side bunker. If that's accomplished, it should leave a clear approach to an elevated green. Boy, she just seems to be on autopilot right about now. That, another good drive off the tee. Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. We turn to Notah Begay III for this look at birdie.
Ball coming downhill from the top side of the hole, but shouldn't be that much break in it.
Oh, I underhit it. Jeez.
That's a half a ball away from going in. Very well read. So the birdie not to be, and she'll brush that in for her par. The par 4 11th is a trickier hole than it might seem at first blush. From the tee, the landing area appears to be a wide one, but it does dogleg slightly to the left, which causes many players to run their tee shots through into the right side bunkers or rough. And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker.
Ooh. It would have rolled off the green if it not hit the
Okay,
hole.
a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
Yeah, can't take those for granted. Good concentration there, and it's in for a birdie. Now to the 12th, at 389 yards, a par 4. This is not a hole for the Bombers, as Butterfield Creek bisects the fairway. It's also not one to be wayward on off the tee, as the tree canopies and trunks often force punch-outs and layups when shots stray from the fairway.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
Man, you just want a bird.
Chance now for another birdie.
And you just want a bird every ball. Ain't nothing.
Oh, she's gonna like that one. Well done. That's in for her birdie. The 13th is a 168-yard par 3. It is the number 18 handicap, but that doesn't mean it's not without its share of peril. Bunkers protect the green short and right, while thick trees and bushes cause big problems for anything pulled offline to the left. This one's looking good. Okay, that one's dancing.
Ooh.
10-foot putt left.
Ooh.
Ah, the line. Perfect there. That's in for a birdie. The 14th is a difficult one, a par 4 at 450 yards. A tee shot from an elevated tee leads to a fairway in a valley 30 feet below. Any miss left brings trees into play. Any miss right could be worse, with Butterfield Creek snaking its way down the right side before crossing the fairway further up. Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. Just a little beyond the hole, but pretty handy right there. This a shade better than 50% on the make percentage. It's for birdie.
I'll admit, she does have a nice rack.
That
Oh!
one's going to go begging. It misses right. Frustration there. So close to a birdie, but she'll be
All
left
right, we got a
shaking her
par
head
five
as she
coming up.
finishes that for a par. There are only 2 par 5s on this North course, the first and this one, the 15th. You know they're tough when this is the shorter of the 2, and it still goes 606 yards. It's a gentle dogleg to the right, but players who hug the right side off the tee could very easily be blocked out or worse. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5.
Ooh, this is
Got
a really good
every
putt.
bit of that fluid all the way there and got it to stop.
home in 2 on the par 5.
Oh, that's difficult, though.
So now just a short one left for her eagle.
Nice tits.
Oh yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. The final 3-hole stretch begins here at the par 3 16th. It's a long one at 215 yards. Butterfield Creek again makes an appearance short and right of the
Edmonton
hole.
won.
But of greater concern, those bunkers short, right, and left. Going long leads to issues as well, as balls can wind up well below the putting surface. This could be a good one. Boy, a real chance here to get on a run. The eagle on the previous hole and now stuffs it inside of 10 feet. Look out. Now this for another birdie. Yeah, good job there to cash that in. A brilliant tee shot to this par 3, and it winds up a no stress 2. On to the 17th now. It's a par 4 at 455 yards. The creek we saw at 16 continues up the right side of this fairway, though the lone bunker left is a more frequent obstacle. An uphill approach needs to be precise, as 4 bunkers await just off the putting surface.
Got a tailwind here. Yes.
I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw on the par 4 with a drive in 1.
Oh, I
Good
thought I was
effort,
going
but
straight.
That's going to wander a few feet by.
Dang, got it. Son of a bitch.
Shouldn't be much in this for birdie.
I thought I was going straight, and it wasn't. There was a break in it that I didn't see.
If only they could all be that short. Very well played there, and it results in an easy birdie. The closing hole here at Olympia Fields is a par 4 at a challenging 510 yards. This hole bends right to left, but those looking to gain an advantage can be blocked by trees on the left side of the driving area. The lone pond on the course seldom comes into play, but the tilt of the green towards the front left makes for some difficult final putts. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Second shot. Good look at the green.
Another example of her excellent balance and timing, and that's a good shot.
This one going to require some pace back up the hill for birdie.
Oh. Oh, I got it.
Yeah, bottom of the barrel for birdie here at 18. And that will mean that this is a round of, get this, 56.
Another 56.
So all in all, Frank, what a round to witness. That was a ball-striking clinic.
Clinic is the right word, too. It was just clean as a whistle. Wonderful round of golf.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody.
Alright, that's going to be it for me. Alright.
Dash Pass.
Alright, let's see who we got streaming here. You know what? Let's go ahead and raid my mod. T-Wop. Alright, thank you very much, Roaring Lion, and Kenny, thank you very much, man. I mean, it's great to see you again. Absolutely much. Thank y'all much. I'll be back next week for some more content. I'll get some caught up on some stuff this weekend. Go say hi to T-Wop. Thank y'all very much. I will see everybody next time.